dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Connor James. The time is 5:32 on this Friday. Let's check in with meteorologist Kelly McShane for a look at your forecast this morning. And Kelly, a beautiful weekend ahead.
Yes, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. We're off to a little bit of a foggy start, just like we saw yesterday. However, fog situation a little bit better, but I'm still going to go ahead and take you out to the visibility map because a lot of areas still looking at less than 1 mile. So be very careful on the roadways. Give yourself about 5 to 10 extra minutes if you're traveling through the Cumberland Valley this morning because that fog can definitely be thick at times. Now those temperatures, we are in the mid to upper 60s, a few 70s popping up already this morning. So we're off to a pretty warm start today. But as far as satellite and radar goes, we're really not talking about too much. We've got clear skies above all of that fog, but we will see rain chances increase as we head into the afternoon hours. I'll break those down here in my full forecast in just a little bit, Connor.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Well, it's National Farmers Market Week, and the Whitesburg government officials stopped by to celebrate. They talked about the Kentucky Double Dollars program that they're promoting healthy eating. Whitesburg has hosted Thursdays on the town throughout the summer. The farmers market has been its center point. WYMT's Emily Bennett has more.
Everyone has been told fresh, local food is best.
You can't compare what you buy locally to something that's laying in the grocery store.
Seth Long is the owner of Southdown Farms in Letcher County. He is one of the 15 farmers that come to the Whitesburg Farmers Market.
It's not like a grocery store. When you go to a grocery store, I'm glad for them, but it's a transaction. You go, you pick it out, you might talk to the cashier, you might not. Here, every transaction is relational.
And this week is National Farmers Market Week, celebrating the markets and the Kentucky Double Dollars program.
Farmers get more money in their pocket, and folks get, especially those folks who are most vulnerable, get increased access to fresh and healthy food.
The Double Dollars program is for those who use SNAP and several farmers market nutrition programs. It is simple. For every dollar you spend, you get an extra dollar to buy more produce.
The Double Dollars program helps the produce to be affordable to people that couldn't afford it so that we can get into their hands locally raised fresh produce that I really believe is more nutrient rich.
It helps the economy to grow.
And every dollar that comes into the market just circulates within the community and really multiplies its benefit.
And brings the community together.
They're coming back week after week to us, and some of them, it'll be a greeting, sometimes it's a hug.
Building relationships year after year. In Letcher County, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
41 farmers markets across Kentucky participate in the Double Dollars program. Whitesburg was one of the first. And a free meal for 300 people. The Cane Kitchen in Whitesburg has been serving free meals every Thursday since May 30th. This has been part of the Thursdays on the Town event in the city. Each week, different restaurants and chefs provide the meal. Last night was cooked by chef from Favor, a restaurant in Lexington. He heard about the Cane Kitchen and wanted to get involved. He also wanted to make sure he used local ingredients.
All the vegetables were from the area. We over the last few weeks, just kind of touching base, seeing what's available, what's fresh, and then here's the list of what we can get. And I was like, all right, let's get these things, and then put it all together this afternoon.
Last night was the last Thursdays on the Town event of the season. Well, setup is underway for Keeneland's inaugural Railbird Music Festival in Lexington. More than 30 acts are playing tomorrow and Sunday. The Racketeers headline tomorrow. On Sunday, Hozier and Eastern Kentucky native Tyler Childers tops the list. Childers just appeared on The Tonight Show earlier this week and released a new album. Old Crow Medicine Show and Brandy and Carlisle will also play. Organizers ask you to allow extra time for security lines and to make sure your bag meets the requirements. Tickets are still available. And the city of Boonville lost their beloved mayor of 60 years this past weekend. Charles Long was believed to be the oldest mayor in America at the age of 99. WYMT's Lauren McCourt sat down with a couple of Long's friends who said that he continued working until his town, until the very end.
The city of Boonville may be a small town, but the love for this community is definitely large.
He never did resign or retire or anything.
1958, a man by the name of Charles Long ran a service station here in town.
Back forth to the service station, buying pop, and I just known him all my life.
Born and raised here in Owsley County, Long wanted to make a difference in his community.
Loved serving the people and doing things for the people and doing what he could for city of Boonville.
After taking office as city's mayor in 1959, Long was ready to help the town that was so dear to his heart.
He wasn't what I would call a politician. He was a public servant.
And for the next 60 years, he continued to help this community grow.
He was always interested in his community right up to the main end.
Becoming a mentor to many.
I'd always ask him for advice on different things. He and I talked a lot.
And a friend to all.
He loved this community and the people of Owsley County.
Mayor Long will not only go down in history for possibly being America's oldest mayor.
It wasn't the number of years that he served that was so important. It was the quality of the service that he provided to this community.
But the greatest that the city of Boonville will ever have. In Owsley County, Lauren McCourt, WYMT Mountain News.
Mayor Long's funeral was held yesterday at the Boonville Presbyterian Church. Well, schools across Kentucky are focusing heavily on safety procedures this year following the signing of Senate Bill 1. Schools are using buzzer systems, asking questions, and requiring photo IDs for all visitors. Floyd County is taking the new procedures one step further, requiring visitors to leave keys in the front office if they intend to go into the school. Superintendent Danny Atkins says this is an extra step is all about guaranteeing student safety.
We have so many entries and exits to our buildings that they wouldn't necessarily have to come back through that front door to leave.
Atkins says parents have been supportive throughout all of the changes. And the Pineville Community Hospital is now providing services once again. Hospital services stopped at 7 Wednesday night, but at 3 p.m. Thursday, less than 24 hours later, it reopened. Hospital officials say the reopening was made possible after several calls were made to get the city of Pineville to work with an investment group to help keep the hospital running until a more permanent solution can be made. And Finance and Administration Cabinet in Frankfort is selling land in the downtown area. The land includes much of the former Capitol Plaza. You may remember the city imploded the Capitol Plaza office building. About 12 acres are up for sale to be sold together. Victor Puente spoke to officials about the project and the requirements for potential buyers.
Secretary William Landrum has been on the job since 2015. He says reducing the amount of land owned by the state was a goal he's been working toward since day one.
Almost 73% of the property in Franklin County dealt with public property. And so I want to turn that over to the private sector.
In the coming months, developers will have a chance to bid on about 12 acres of land in downtown Frankfort to be sold as one lot. It includes parcels of the Capitol Plaza development area, along with the land beneath the Capitol Plaza Hotel and the Frankfort YMCA.
And I've talked with both of those organizations, and basically they will have a new landlord. I mean, that's all that changes.
Landrum says one big benefit is that property will then be added to the tax rolls.
And this will benefit the schools, this will benefit school children.
Potential buyers will visit the site this month, and their bids will be submitted to the state. In December, Landrum will write up a deed for the new owners. Whoever buys it must provide for a mixed-use development. They want to combine residential, commercial, and retail into one area.
I mean, I want to take advantage of the friendliness that Frankfort provides, and I want to take advantage of the historic windows to the past that Frankfort provides.
In Frankfort, Victor Puente, WYMT Mountain News.
Next Tuesday, there will be a ceremony revealing the name of the new building that's being built on the site of the old Capitol Plaza Tower. Well, people are still feeling the effects of a deadly gas pipeline explosion in Lincoln County more than 1 week after it happened. Officials say a pipeline ruptured in the Moreland community. 58-year-old Lisa Derringer died. Emergency managers believe a gas line ruptured, sending flames approximately 300 feet in the air. People reported seeing the explosion for miles. A pilot even captured it from a plane 36,000 feet above the ground.
Everybody's seeing it from miles away, talking about how bad it was. I can guarantee you it was a lot worse than they think.
The National Transportation Safety Board will be on scene for the next few days investigating what exactly caused the explosion. In an incredible story out of Lee County yesterday, while on his bus route, Norman Miller, a fireman, noticed a mobile home's porch on fire. He quickly stopped the bus to make sure the kids were safe, called the fire department, and grabbed a water hose. Now, this is a look at the damage. Luckily, his quick thinking helped save the entire home from burning down. Well, coming up later, Major League Baseball is sending two teams where no MLB team has played before.
And a front will bring us a few showers and storms today, but it will clear out in time for the weekend. I'll have those details coming up next.